Hey, howdy, howdy. This is Shamari from Power Circle Media. Just wanted to make this quick video for you to illustrate exactly what my client is looking for, and essentially what I'm looking for in you as well. Now, I just want to basically clarify something with you and your team. We're not a marketing fulfillment company. I don't know what you think that might mean, but we basically are not a company that provides services like SEO, web development, or social media marketing. We're a consulting firm. What I do is I'm a marketing consultant. Companies hire me to advise them on the best ways to improve their business's revenue and sales. So I help companies work on their marketing systems, I help them develop strategies for their marketing, and I help them create content for their advertising and marketing campaigns to help yield the best results for their company. They come to me for advice, and I tell them where to go. And a lot of times they would rather me do some of the work for them. So sometimes they pay me to basically go out and find a web developer to help create their new site, to go and find the SEO specialist to help get them some rankings, to go and find the people that do social media management, because they're so busy doing their day-to-day stuff that they don't have the time to look for the right people for that stuff. And because I'm in this business, I understand how to use Odesk and Fiverr and all those different mediums to find professionals like yourself that do development, that do design, that do programming, right? So my client has entrusted in myself to find the right developer for the job. Unfortunately, I got swindled in the last time I updated their website, and I was hoping that this time around would be a lot better. And that's why I came out of my own pocket, because I felt that in trusting my money in you, Hadi, that you would do everything that you can to make sure that this is successful for my client. And in turn, it would be successful for me, and in turn, it would be successful for you as well. It goes threefold in terms of this. Now, I don't want to bog down on too much of an explanation. I just wanted to basically clarify that for you, so you understand. I'm not hiring you and then reselling your services as my own. I'm merely just branding your services through our company so that the client doesn't think that we're going to too many different people. If the client doesn't care if it's Power Circle Media or if it's your company, but they would feel a lot more certain to know that this is our company dealing with this situation than to know that we're going to India, because India has a very bad reputation here in Canada. So we're actually helping you guys gain more clients by utilizing our name and branding your services under our company. Now, this is a website that I created for my older brother. He owns a clothing line here in Canada, and what they actually do is they're pretty much a lifestyle brand. They do, as you can see, they do concerts, they do clubs, and they create clothing, and it's all pretty much just one lifestyle brand. And he needed a website for his clothing line as soon as possible, so he asked me to develop one for him really quickly. Now, the first place I went to was ThemeForest, because I know ThemeForest has great themes for WordPress, and they offer pretty good rates for their themes as well. So this is the one I actually bought for his site. It's called Stored. It's built by Design Crumbs. They're a really good team. They make great WordPress themes, and the reason I got this one specifically is because it's got a shopping cart embedded in it. As you can see here, they use cart 66. So in this case here, after I got it, it didn't do everything that I wanted it to do. So I just kind of customized it my own way so that it would be so it looked the way my brother wanted it to look. So pretty much. So here's the dashboard. So this is pretty much what I was referring to before when I said I needed a customized WordPress CMS dashboard. Now, this obviously is the WordPress dashboard, but if you notice, here is a customized widget for orders, settings, products, inventory, shipping. So these are basically shortcuts that you can use to get these numbers, these metrics. You have another widget area here. This actually shows the statistics for cart 66, which is the shopping cart. to show how much revenue is coming in on what days, and the daily average and everything like that, and what you estimate for revenue for that month. Um, it also has a widget area for RSS feeds, so that if there's any updates for this theme, if the development team is trying to show you something new about a new theme or anything they're trying to sell you, there's access to that right here as well. Different things like that. And then it comes down to the regular WordPress dashboard widgets area here. Now this is the perfect example of a customized dashboard. If you go into the pages area, right? If I want to create a new page, it's pretty simple. Add new, um, and then pretty much from here, you create your title page. You have the visual editor here with the kitchen sink and everything like that. Sorry, my computer's acting real slow right now, but pretty much, this is for you to add your page. You have the default templates here on the side here. So if I wanted a store template for the store that I showed you before, it's right here, and that's referring to, let's go down. That's referring to this here. So all I pretty much had to do was create a page, name it store, and then put this as the default template, hit publish, and any products that I add to that store will show up in this area here. And I'm going to show you basically what they did in a second. Right, so that's pretty much the first part of what I wanted to show you. So having the default, having the templates available to the client is fairly useful, and there are a bunch of other themes that I've bought from ThemeForce that have that option as well. So I know it's possible. Now, this is what I was referring to before. I created a page called store, and then I just gave it that template, and any products that I add to that store will automatically just feed into that page. So I don't even have to add content to it. So if you click in here, let me show you. See, there's no content here, right? I'm just using, there's no content here, right? I'm just using the stored template, right? Let's go back. Now, if you go into the sidebar here, you'll see slides, right? Now, in terms of the slider, if I want to add a new slider image, I click Add New. And then all I pretty much have to do from here is add a title for the slider. All I gotta do is, if you go down here, I add a title at the top, I go down, and here is pretty much where everything goes. Here's a button link, so this basically gives me the option to show where I want. So I'll just kind of pull up the slider here while that loads. I'll continue talking. So all I have to do is basically add in the button link, so where this button leads to, the text of the button, and the price of the actual product itself. And then what I do is I click this to set the featured image, and that's basically, let's go back here, that's basically this image here. So when I set the featured image, this is the image that pops up on the side. When I put the title of the slider, that's this area here. This is the name of the button. The link goes to the page I want it to go to. So in this case, I have it linked to the store. And pretty much the content that goes in here is what shows up here on the side. So just kind of show you an example of a slider that I have created already. Let's just put that in the trash. So if you click on an example of a slider, so I've already filled out already. Here's the title. Right. Okay, I see what I did here. So in this case, I didn't put it in the content area. Sorry, I haven't used this theme in a while. It's been a few months now. It's coming back to me now though. But as you can see here, the content that I have here is where the price is in the price area. So all I pretty much did was I said men and women's crew neck starting at $35. So it kind of gives a description of what is $35. I have the link to the store and copy it here, which is basically some slang for you can buy it here. And here's the title for the slider. So as you can see, everything is set so that I don't have to understand how to do formatting to put it here in the content area. Everything is pretty much done for me right here, right? So this is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. If you go into product, excuse me, if you go into products, if I click products, now this area is actually referring to anything that shows up in let's go back up in the store. So we'll click here. It'll bring us over to the store page, and I'll explain that in a second. So pretty much these are all the products that my brother has in his lineup. So let's click on this, for example. Now this is the red, green, and gold shirt. So as you can see here in the content area, I actually put a buy now button. This is the title. So this is what the product is called. I have the product types. So these are pretty much, if you look here on the side, it has a section for product types and tags. So this pretty much will organize each product according to the category that I wanted it. So in this case, I have a category for men, and at women, youth, which are children, and also have categories for crew necks, sweaters, and t-shirts and accessories. So in this case, this is this product here. So this is a crew neck shirt. So pretty much if I go in the search bar, crew necks, oops, I put a slash there by accident. If I go crew necks, these are all the items that pop up. Crew necks. If I go, there you go. If I put in sweater, all the sweaters pop up. But you basically get the gist of what I'm saying. Pretty much the product types will help the search engine aspect of the site to pull up what the client is looking for, what the customer is looking for. If they're just pretty much just trying to look for a t-shirt, they can find one. If they're looking for a sweater, they can find one, thus and so forth. So pretty much what I did was in the content area of the product, I put a buy now button for PayPal, just because we couldn't get the shopping cart to work right away. You have to pay per month to get that going, and he's kind of just strapped for cash, so I just put a PayPal button just to make things easier in his wallet. But here's pretty much what I'm talking about. If I put a product price here, right, it will show up in the section. If I put a featured image, so let's click on details. So this is pretty much how it looks, right? So if I put in the featured image, which is this here, shows up in this area. Then when I put in the title, right, up at the top here, it pretty much shows up on this area. And then here's a content section. So if I wanted to have some content describing the actual garment itself, it would show up in this area. But in this case, we don't have any content to describe this sweater. My brother hasn't given it to me just yet, and he hasn't put it up himself just yet, so it's not there yet. But I do have the buy now button, so if the customer does want to purchase right away, they can do that. If I were to basically edit this page now, I'll just kind of show you how it works a little bit. And again, I apologize for my computer acting slow today. I've been doing a lot. It's been running slow all day. So as you can see here, I put basically 40 bucks, and that's the price that shows up. Let's go back. Let's go to youth. When I put $40, that's the price that shows up. Wait, not here. Sorry, clicked on the wrong section. So we have to go to store. That's pretty much the price that shows up here, right? So pretty much, just long story short, everything in the back end does half the job for the person that's the end user that's using it. So this is pretty much what we were trying to develop for our client. So when I asked you to create a customized CMS for the WordPress dashboard, this is pretty much what we were looking for. Now, if you weren't able to do that for $450, you know, it's just something you should have told me. I would have understood that, and I would have found a way around it. I would have found another thing, another theme, maybe that could have done half the work, and maybe you could have customized it some more. But you told me you could have did it from top to bottom, and this is pretty much what we were looking for. Now, that's pretty much the problem that we're having right now. And here's another thing as well. You can create a custom form. They're just using the contact form 7 plugin from WordPress, and then here's a shortcut code. So all I gotta do is create a page, create the form. Here's the language, you know, whatever language. Add new, and then you just fill out what you want the form to have in there, and then you put the code in the page, and it does all the work for you. So this is pretty much what we were looking for our client. So when we show the client how to create products, we just have to go through that motion with them, and then they can figure it on their own, so they can do it themselves. What you create from that hada is you create a lot of trust from your client. They trust you more, and they'll want to buy more things from you because you've done all the work for them already. That's what we're basically trying to do for our clients, and you haven't done that here. If you look, in order for me to create a product, right, I have to go, like, first off, if I want to edit a page, like if I want to edit About Us, I have to go into posts, right? Like I don't think that even makes much sense. It should be a page. Like, these little things matter, right? I can't move the order of these pages, you know, like these are things that you have to look at. These are things that are important, right? If I go, let me show you one main problem, and then I'm gonna end this video because this is running way longer than I thought it would. But if I go into the site, and howdy, you guys did an amazing job. I absolutely love the site. It operates a lot faster than it used to. It looks better. The graphics are better. You know, the site works a lot better. It's cleaner. It's smoother. It looks better. It's more professional. I definitely think so. However, things like this, if I click on the menu page, right, to kind of show you what I mean. If I click on the menu page, as you can see here, the link is Raps-2. Like, that's not even a professional page name. Like, that's the name of a category, right? Like, these things matter to our client, and they'll notice it because our client, they've been in business for quite a while. You know, they're pretty savvy when it comes to business, so they understand certain things. And this is a problem that we're having. If you look here, the formatting is off, right? Look at that. Like, this is on top of here, while this is on the bottom. My client's gonna kill me when he sees that. You know, like, these things mean a whole lot, and you know, we can't have things like this going on. You know, it says related posts. Like, the reason it says that is because it's a post page, right? So this is very sloppy. This is $1 million corporation. Look at this, posted in menu. Like, these things, they'll understand that. They'll see that this does not supposed to look like that, and they're gonna call me and say, Shamari, why is this happening to our site? It was working fine before. It's not working anymore. I don't know if we want to use your services anymore, right? And it makes it shortens my credibility as a consultant in this field. So these are just some of the issues that I'm having right now, and I hope that you can work a solution out without having to charge me more money, because as the service provider, you should have understood what my needs were, because I understand what my client is looking for, and I'm fighting to make sure that he gets exactly what he paid for. And I'm not going to stop until he gets what he pays for. But I need to make sure that I get my money's worth. And if I don't get my money's worth, then it's not going to make any much sense to continue working with each other, right? So these are some of the concerns I have. I hope the video wasn't too long. I just needed to illustrate everything for you, and I hope we can work together in the near future. All right. After this job, I hope this job goes well for us both, and we can work together in the near future, because we're planning to ramp up how much clientele we're getting every month, and that's including web development and design. So that's more work for you guys. So if you can come through for us on this, trust me, there's going to be a lot more work, because we're building this into a really big business. Like, Power Circle Media is going to become a really big company in a short time, and we need to develop our team from the core, from now. And you're on the ground floor. So if you can work with us now, and this can be a very profitable relationship for both of us, when we become a $5 million company in the next couple of years, you're going to be a part of that growth curve. So that much said, once again, I didn't mean for this video to run on so long. You have yourself a great night. I hope you work hard getting this stuff done, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.